This is a 2019 WRX. I just did TGV and EGR deletes. It's not meant to be as detailed as other videos, maybe more of an overview, see what you're getting into before doing it, and if you need those other videos, they're out there. But start with removing your intercooler. That's easy enough. Just look at it, you'll figure it out. You don't have to remove your battery. I have an ethanol sensor I just installed there. You do not have to remove your fuel lines either. But once you have your intercooler removed, there is one 12mm bolt. I already have it missing there. Remove that. And there's a spring clamp. Remove that. Pull the line off there. And then 8 12mm bolts. So 3, 4. On the 19, there's this 12mm bolt. It's like a housing for the TGV, I guess. Remove that, and then 4 more bolts. These bolts are pretty long, so you could just loosen them all and then get them out of there, use a magnet or something. Then undo the TGV connectors, one on each side. Lift the intake manifold, slide the TGV out, which are these right there. So they slide out easy enough with the motor part of it being on the back side. And then put your delete in there, torque the 8 bolts down to 6 to 7 foot-pounds of torque. Don't forget the other 2 nuts or bolts, one right there if you've got it, and then the one on the back side I showed you. And then we'll go over EGR really quick. This is the EGR setup. It sits on the car. This pipe sits vertically. Then it has a motor in the middle, and then it has a tube across. So you'd remove those 2 bolts there. Go ahead and remove those 2 and these 2. And then there's 2 down here. But before you remove this long piece, you want to connect the coolant lines, which would sit here and here. And then your kit would come with probably a 90-degree fitting in between the 2, and I'll show you on the car in a really quick second. And I didn't have to go under the car at all. And then there's 2 more lines here and here, and you'd connect those 2 with a smaller fitting. And then 1 connector, and then this whole thing can come out. You can set it in your box with your TGVs to sell or throw away or keep in case you get emissions or something. But here's the back side of the intake manifold. Then you would use 1 plate right here, use the bolts, the OEM bolts there, and then I don't know if I'm gonna get this down there. I don't know if oh, there it is right there. So that would be the bottom of that long tube that sits vertically. And that's it. You'll have ultimately cleaner air and more air, less restriction, more load, more power. Get your tune and you're good to go.